use one brand here, one brand there. And I really just wanted to find a brand that was going to give me everything I was looking for. So through my journey and all the research I was doing, I had gained a little bit of COVID weight, you know, a little more than I probably would have liked to have gained. So that's kind of what brought me to all of that is I just needed something to start taking for me again. So I was like, you know, I'm going to find some, you know, a product where I can get everything from the same brand. It'd be a full line. And I ran across, you know, our wonderful LBS system and was like, you know, at first I was like, that all sounds a little bit too good to be true, you know, and did a little bit of research on it. And just the more I researched and the more I looked into it, I was like, I'm going to have to give that a try. You know, I mean, if it comes with a, you know, 30-day money back guarantee, empty bottle, I was literally like, I have nothing to lose and a lot to gain. So here, now I found all my skincare products as well, but here I am, you know, decided to take the old plunge and say, let's see what this does. And it absolutely did everything that I didn't think it was going to do. Cause you know, you hear of all these stories and these other programs, but it absolutely delivered everything that it said it was going to deliver and then some. And I was literally hooked from there, and it has been a blessing in my life. I wish that I would have known about this company, you know, 10, 15 years ago. Probably would have saved me a lot of issues that I had with my health and my weight in the past. But, you know, again, if we don't go through what we go through, we don't get exactly where we are.
Right.
So, you know, I'm just very blessed and thankful that I ran across these products and use them and am benefiting in them in ways that I literally never thought was going to be like I never thought I would be doing what I am doing right now. I pretty much wrote myself off to, I'm just, because I was, due to my health problems, I was in a wheelchair, I was bedridden. I pretty much almost lost about 9 years of my life.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
So to just be where I am at now, having the weight loss, having energy again, and just feeling alive and participating in life again, also helped boost my self-confidence and just literally has made me feel like anything is possible. You know, if you just set your mind to it and you're determined and you're consistent, I truly believe that anything is possible.
That's your story is incredible. I had no idea. So let's I want to know though. So tell us please, when did you start using the products and what is it that you're using? So what's making the difference?
Hey, so I started using the products in it was the end of August or very beginning of September.
Of 2020?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Just
no way. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I started using the products then, and for me, it took a little bit of adding that to my routine. I'm a very routine person, but it really wasn't hard. I mean, it's 1 tablespoon of trim in the morning. Well, let me just back it up a little. So the system comes in 3 parts. There's 3 products to it. So there's the trim, the burn, and then the activate. Mm-hmm. The trim, you take 1 tablespoon in the morning. The burn, you can take up to 3 capsules throughout the day. And then there's the activate, which is going to give you a cleanse. So you start with the activate. The first 3 days, you're going to do a really nice, gentle cleanse. And I've done cleanses before, and let me tell you something, the other cleanses I have done, if you like talk about stomach cramping and like needing to be by, you like clear your calendar for 48 hours because I'm about to do a cleanse, right? So when I, read about the cleanse too, and it's, white pants approved, and I was like, okay, I can be down with this. I can be down with this. So the way the whole system works is when you get it, the first 3 days, you're going to use the Activate. And that's basically going to clean out your whole system. And our gut health is like super important.
Yeah.
And if and because I have underlying health problems, I really didn't understand how important our health, our gut health is until all of this stuff started happening to me.
Wow.
So now, according to the instructions, you take 8 ounces of water, you mix the packet of Activate in with your water, and then you chug it. However, I can't chug 8 ounces of water. I couldn't do it. So what worked for me, I used about 4.5 to 5 ounces of water, very cold water, and then you mix the powder up really good, and then you just slam it. And if you do not do it that way, the consistency ends up turning into like a gel. And that gel is like the aloe and all of the ingredients that are going to be cleansing out all of our insides. So if you let it sit too long, it's going to be very hard to take because of the consistency. The flavor is, I find the flavor to be pleasant. It has, yeah. And again, I've never tasted like I could probably just have that as a drink if it didn't get jelly so fast. But you slam it. So the first 3 nights, you're going to do this gentle cleanse. You take it about an hour before you go to bed. And again, I didn't have like the stomach cramping and, bloating, nothing along those lines. And I woke up in the morning and just healthy, movements, I guess you could say. And maybe 3 or 4 hours later, another healthy movement. And
doing what it's supposed to.
Yeah, doing exactly what it was supposed to. But again, nothing like intense, not sitting and sweating and like.
Oh gosh. Oh, that sounds horrible. Yeah, it's nothing like that.
No, and it was like the most pleasant cleanse I have ever done in my life. So I was really, really like happy with that too, because it was like, well, okay, I can get on board with this now. And what a great way to keep my, gut cleaned out and really get these products to be effective, because that's going to be the whole purpose, is to really flush out your system. So when you're using the products and, adding in your healthy eating, and your other healthy habits, that Activate's really going to like clean out your system to make these products really effective. So you can reach, the potential, your goals.
You can really maximize the absorption from what goodness you're going to be putting in there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to say, I just did my first 3 days this week because I got my system over the weekend. And one night I mixed my Activate, and I find it fine to drink. I would drink it on a regular basis, but and I got distracted and I did let it sit.
Ooh.
And it got thick, but it didn't bother me either. It's like getting it thick, so whatever.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It's not. I will say the second night though, I tried to be a little cooler, and I only used about 3 ounces of water. And it was funny because I did my cleanse live, just so people could see, like,
oh wow,
because you can tell by the look on somebody's face whether is it good, is it, how you can kind of get a reaction from somebody. So I was like, I'm going to do my cleanse live for everybody to watch. And so the second night, I was like, I'm just going to use a little less water. Ooh, I do not recommend using any less than like 4.5 to 5 ounces of water, because I literally felt like I was trying to drink sand.
Yeah, you need the liquid to.
Yeah, so you really. Yeah. So if you can chug 8 ounces of water, you probably should do it that way, because the water and just mixing it up better. But for me, I knew what my limits were. So 4.5 to 5 ounces of water really, kept the consistency nice. And again, it was really easy to take. But again, for me, it had to be really cold water.
Okay. Yeah. When what I like, and so now you're the fourth interview, and everybody has said just a little tweak that they've learned that works for them. So that's the bottom line.
Yes,
You just need to get it in somehow, do what works for you, and hey,
absolutely.
that's good.
Yeah, because everybody's different, you know,
Yeah,
so everybody will be on their own journeys.
yeah.
You know,
Well, thanks for sharing that. So now what about the burn? What do you do with that?
so the burn for me, I did not use the burn with the whole system.
Okay.
I am sensitive to caffeine.
Okay.
So I have heard it can make you jittery. And so again, I feel like this is just a personal and whatever your sensitivities are. So due to that, I just never used the burn. I didn't use the burn at all. Um, and
And you
again,
still had great results. Wow.
and yes, I had amazing results. So
That's great.
again, the first 3 days I did the activate, I got my system nice and cleaned out and did my tablespoon every morning and just was consistent and got my water in, got my steps in. And you know, you can eat the foods that you like to eat, but moderation and consistency really is going to be key.
So I was
Um,
just gonna ask, do you follow a certain diet or a regimen? Like, are you really super strict with your food? It doesn't sound like it.
no, I am not strict. So that was the other nice thing. I didn't change. So I'm a pretty healthy eater to begin with. A couple times a week, I might eat fast food or pizza or, you know, just something like that. We have another wonderful product, our carb blockers. So
Mm.
if I'm going to eat something a little more on the unhealthy side, I'll take carb blockers.
Oh,
I didn't really change a whole lot about my eating habits, but again, I don't really eat like junk food. I do
okay.
have a sweet tooth. So I did have to kind of step back a little on the muffins and the cakes. But again, you know, sometimes if you really want results from something, you have to be willing to do a little compromise with yourself.
That makes total sense. Because, I mean, clearly, if, you know, we're speaking to an audience primarily of women who are looking for help with weight loss, I don't think anybody's coming to us thinking, I don't want to change anything about what I'm eating, but I
Right.
want to lose weight. What can you add to my non-healthy diet and still help me achieve goals? That doesn't make any sense, really. So,
No, it
yes,
doesn't.
of course.
But go
Go ahead.
ahead. I mean, I can tell you that I have had people say that, you know, you know, they want to still be able to eat what they want. And to me, yes, you can eat what you want, but the whole goal here is to be healthy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to just not eat healthy and not add in your water and not get in any steps, and if you believe you're just going to take these products and lose weight, you're just fooling yourself. You know, you have to work with the products in order for them to work. And again, I didn't do anything spunky. I didn't go on any big diet. I really just, I ate a pretty healthy diet to begin with. And again, I don't mean like I miss fruit and vegetables and, you know, I ate what I normally eat. And if I knew I wanted to have a little extra, you know, like I said, I would use our carb blockers to like help me there. And I just followed the program. You
That's
know, it comes
awesome.
with
So
instructions.
that's the from what I understand. So the trim has the CLA, which is the what helps attack the fat cells.
Yes,
So
it inhibits
that's
the
totally
fat
nice.
storage.
So now the second part of the trim is that it has the collagen and the
Ooh,
hyaluronic acid. And I know that you've kind of hinted that you have a remarkable story with that. So
yes.
please, I would love to hear that.
So as I was saying earlier, I never really understood the benefits of collagen, like ever. And through my journey, what I learned was when we're in our 20s, by the time we're 25, our body basically starts slowing down the production of collagen. So as we get older, that's why we get wrinkles. You know, that's why our skin starts getting a little, you know, as we age, we just start noticing all of these other effects that start happening with our body. And also, if you don't drink water, you know, our bodies need water to just keep our skin hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
But I really didn't take care of myself in my 20s. You know, I always thought, oh, I have time, I have time, I have time. Well, now here I am, I'm 43 and like, woof, Niki, like, what are you doing here, pal? Like, let's get it together. So, like I said, I really started this journey looking for skincare. And ran across the weight loss, and then I was like, okay, you know, I'll get on board with this, you know, money back guarantees, like, all right, it doesn't seem like it's gonna like be horrible. Well, we have another we have our BioCell, which is our liquid collagen. I can tell you this, that I have what they call dancer's hip. I have arthritis. I have a condition called CRPS. Now, that's complex regional pain syndrome, and it affects my central nervous system. There is no cure for that. So that leaves me in chronic pain 24/7. However,
Is that why you were in the wheelchair?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, I was bedridden. When I was not in my bed, I was propped up in a recliner. And then it literally, I probably cried for the first 3 years after being, so from 2013 to 2016, I basically just cried because I didn't know how to like deal with the pain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but then I have arthritis and this dancer's hip, and just, you know, as we age, things start getting like creaky and you know, so I started noticing, but because of my arthritis and my dancer's hip and the other problems I have, I was getting these injections. And none of the injections, like, you know, the doctors kept being like, these will help, and not one of those injections had ever like helped. And I just got like exhausted from being like poked and prodded, and I had 6 major surgeries in a 2-year time span.
Holy cow.
So yeah, when I say I was in like really bad shape, I really mean I was in really bad shape. So to be where I'm at now and with this collagen, I have not had to have any injections. I am able to get all of my steps in every day. I am very active. Now we have COVID going on, so obviously we're not really doing, but as far as like, I'm able to be active. I have a 1-year-old German Shepherd. If you know anything about those dogs, they have no shut-off switch. I mean, and he's a beast. He's 132 pounds, and
oh my gosh,
I can keep up with him. I play outside with him a few times during the day just to let him burn off that energy. And then, you know, I take him for a walk, you know, a 45-minute walk every single night. And
wow.
I used to just do those things, but then just sit and cry. And I would just, you know, in order for me to have a good time with my family at a certain point, I knew that I was going to spend days just being down.
Yeah.
So now you know, I'm not doing that anymore. You know, we went to an outdoor event for Christmas, and I was outside walking for 5 hours, you know, and didn't need all the breaks. And typically speaking, I would have been in super, super bad shape after doing something like that. And the next day I was sore, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was sore. But to just know how it could have gone, you know, just, it's just amazing how I don't really think people truly understand the benefits of collagen and what it really does for like our joints and just, you know, our bodies in general. And, you know, when we're in our early 20s is when our body slows down the production of it. So, you know, these products have, so when I say these products have changed my life, they literally have changed my life, you know. And just because everything else I've used has been amazing for me, I just keep trying like new things.
Something new. Now with the collagen by itself, did you just start using that in September also, or August?
Yeah.
Wow, this is awesome. And I'm particularly intrigued and hopeful with what you're saying, because I don't know if you're aware, but you know, I had major back surgery. It's been 4 years now, and traded a back problem for hip, leg, and foot. It just down.
Yep.
So I know what you're saying, that there are days where you're feeling good, and then so you do, and then boom, then you pay for it. And so then sometimes that awareness signal goes off, like, I don't even want to go do that because I don't have the time for the recovery afterwards. And that's really frustrating. And just when you get to that point in your life where you think, really, I have to have a list of things that I can't do anymore?
Right.
Like, I know when that starts happening, you're like, what is going on? I don't like this. I don't choose this. Let me figure out what I can do to not have that be part of my story. So
exactly.
And that it can be done naturally is even better. It doesn't have to involve doctors and pills and shots and all that kind of stuff. So super exciting.
It has been amazing. Now, because I have CRPS and because I have I still have problems with my spine. All 6 of the surgeries that I had were all flops to top it off.
Oh my gosh.
So not one of them even improved what we were trying to improve, and they just gave me additional problems. So, I do have to follow up with I have 2 doctors. I also have Hashimoto, which is a thyroid disease. I don't know if you're aware of what Hashimoto is.
Something to do with your eating, right?
Hashimoto is your thyroid. So it's hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. So I also have, it started out with just an endocrinologist saying, oh, you have hypothyroidism, and you're just going to take this little pill every day for the rest of your life, but you'll be fine. Well, that did not turn out to be the case at all. So with even having, so I have Hashimoto, that causes all kinds of brain fog, that causes pain, other pain problems. So your thyroid is basically if you look at your thyroid, it's like the engine of a car. And if the engine of a car doesn't work, the car doesn't work.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So your thyroid is a very huge part of how our bodies function. So when your thyroid's off, your hormones are off. And us menopausal ladies, when our hormones get off, we can all get a little, yes. So just the feeling of feeling alive, and even though I have these things that should just be knocking me down, but I feel alive and I've never felt better. Just, I wish that everybody would just give these products, a try. I know that a lot of people are skeptical about things, and, I was too, but then I can always look at the flip side of things. Well, okay, but here's this. So if it doesn't work, I'll just get my money back. I lost nothing, you know?
That's a really good point.
Yeah. So I just wish I'd have found these products sooner in life, but like I said, it is what it is. I am in love that I am in love with life again, that I can participate with my family again. And it makes me a little emotional sometimes, because I do remember, just to think about how my life used to be and to where I am now in just a matter of months, is so just life changing. It's not just about, I was overweight and I wanted to figure out a way to lose some weight. I literally went into this trying to get some skincare, and just ran across all of these amazing products that have just, I'm just very grateful and thankful every day that I decided to just go for it.
Your story is just crazy amazing. And to top it all off, that this is happening in 2020, when our overall pressure is very heavy and weighting us down, that you were able to bloom and find a way to shine and get through this even stronger and better. That's just remarkable. Niki, your
Yes.
story is, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that you're here to share.
Well,
And
thanks for having me.
I love, so even without using all three pieces of the product, I think it's funny that you called it the LBS for lean
Yeah.
body system, and that's, pounds.
Yes.
It didn't dawn on me till right when you said that. But anyway, that there's still ways that people can pick and choose what they need to do. But what is extra awesome that right now we do have that special going on for people that want to get the system and get started. The timing couldn't be better for the new year and what's happening. Are you going to be doing the Lean 30 challenge starting on January 4th?
I am not. So I am no longer taking the trim. I have met all of my goals.
Oh.
So the only I do use the Activate. I'll be using the Activate at the end. Excuse me. At the end of December, I'll use the Activate again. But I have met all of my goals. I haven't used the trim in probably about 3 weeks. I have not gained 1 pound back. I have I just
nice. So you're getting your collagen from the BioCell, and when you get to your goal weight or to your goal size, then you can take that out of your process, is what I hear you saying.
Yeah. So I mean, that's personally what I have done. So again, other people's journeys might be a little bit different.
Sure.
But I do know a lot of the girls like to continue with the trim because of the collagen.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, if I could bathe in collagen and have it as a cocktail, they shouldn't make these products so delicious. But I went in it for all of the collagen. So, my skin, I've never felt better as far as my skin goes. Here in Arizona, it's winter. Well, it's winter.
It's horrible.
Yes. But normally my skin is just like flaky and dry, and my skin is just even like the repair, because that liquid collagen is going to repair your skin from the inside out.
Good point. Yeah.
And it's good for it's great for hair growth. So because I have Hashimoto, I was losing my hair. And as you can see, I have.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I have short hair. But the crazy thing is, so normally I was having all this hair loss, and I typically would get my hair cut about every 6 weeks because I have short hair. Well, I just got my hair cut 3 weeks ago, and I already need a haircut. I actually had designs cut into my hair, and you can't even see it anymore.
Because now they're growing so fast.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
I'm
telling you, it's just, I think it's something that you have to just dive into, try it, experience it for yourself, because I know some people think, oh, well, that sounds too good to be true. Some things are too good to be true. I mean, I feel everybody on that, but some things aren't too good to be true, and it just takes wanting it, trying it.
Well, and when there's good science behind it, then it makes sense. It explains why. So, and thank you for bringing up the 30-day money-back guarantee. So there really is no risk. What do you have to lose? So the specials, let me just remind everybody that for the Lean Body System, the 3 pieces where you get the trim, the burn, and the activate, in Canada, it's $199.99. And then with the special that we have going on, you get the $10 off for your first order. That comes off with the code that you're going to get from either Tina, Mel, or me. And then on top of that, you have an extra $12.50, considering the Canadian conversion. And then you get the free product that's of $70 value with the Canadian package. So
those free products are
they're awesome. And then in the United States, it's normally $159.99. So when we take down from there, we get the $10 off the top. You get an extra $10 off for the promotion, and you get a $60 product in that package too. So the timing could not be better. That does go through tonight. So, and don't forget that if you are interested, if you haven't reached out to us already, please drop a comment below that you would like some information, and Tina, Mel, or I will be will be sure to get in touch with you, especially because it's Thursday night already.
Yeah, but they extended the sale through the 18th.
They did?
Yes.
Woo!
So the sale, I found this out maybe like 2 hours ago. They extended the sale through the 18th. So it'll be 11:59 p.m. on the 18th.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yay. All right. You heard it here, hot off the press.
Yes.
So, oh, cool. Thank you for sharing that. Yay,
Absolutely.
Niki. Okay. Well, I think we've given them so much great information, and the stories have just been so cool. The bottom line for everybody is that they started and they saw results, and it did not take very long, and it wasn't a huge impact to your lifestyle or changing a bunch of stuff around. It's just starting a new habit and tweaking some things to get you a little bit cleaner in the right steps. And that's what we should be doing anyway, but it's awesome that these great things are here for us. And again, anybody that comes in with the package and says, yes, please, I want to be part of the Lean 30 Challenge, that's starting on January 4th. So that will have access to dietitian, to exercise specialist, to great motivation, and just the whole part about doing.
It's a great little community. You know, you'll be around a community of people that are having the same goals you're having. So you're not going to feel alone, and the challenges in the group, and just, it literally is, it's amazing.
Yeah. I have to tell you, so today's actually my birthday.
Oh,
and thank you. 100 days ago, I made a statement on Facebook that said, for the next 100 days, I'm going to walk every day. And it might not be much for some people, but you know for sure, Niki, that for people that have pain issues, that even just walking a half an hour a day can be very difficult. So, but by me putting that out there and saying I'm going to do it, there's just that extra accountability, and like, okay, I have to do it. It was an extra push. So very exciting. So
well, yay for your walking every day too. That's wonderful.
Thank you. I will say, some days I rode a bike, some days I did some other things. And I wasn't 100%, I'm not going to lie, because I don't do that, but I did very, very good. And I'm very proud of myself, and I inspired some other people to join me. And that's what makes the big difference. And we have to give ourselves grace. And sometimes it just, sometimes it doesn't work. But if I hadn't gone and said that I was going to do that, I certainly would not have done anywhere close to what I did do. And when we went to Arizona to visit my son, I walked in Arizona, and I walked at rest stops on the way down. So it makes a huge difference.
So you did some hiking?
Yes. Yeah. Nice. A little bit. So, all right. Well, that's for another conversation. Yes. It was so great to meet you. I can't.
It's nice to meet you as well.
Story. You are a beautiful lady. I would never have guessed in a million years that even 6 months ago, you weren't half the vibrant person that you are today. So congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, everybody. That is it for us. And again, if you want to get in touch with Mel, Tina, or me, please do that. Or if you're one of Niki's friends, do not hesitate to reach out, because you heard it from her. This is an amazing opportunity.
You're worth it. That's all I got to say is you're worth it. You can't, there's no price tag you can put on your health. I can promise you that.
And you know better than most of us. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Bye.